All right, all right, all right. Here we go. What a day. What a beautiful day it is. We got a little snow last night. My son woke up this morning and said, Dad, what's that snow doing out there? It was all ice just a day ago. I said, God put a white painting over it all to make it all look crisp and clean. I am just setting up my settings for OBS so that you can see where we're going. I'll capture specific window. Let's go to Fantasy Grounds. That looks good. Huge screen, huge screen. There we go. Just pull that over here. Still too big. I wonder how small do, yep, that's so small. I gotta make it. Now we'll make it bigger. All right. Oh, let's see. We'll pull this down here, push that up there. Make this big Unster. Can I make that smaller? I can. I don't know where to put this so it's consistent. I'm looking for a stream chat. Actually, that's not a bad spot right there. Let's put that right there. And now let's see if we can get this to capture it. So, oops. Let's go over here. All right, go down here. All right, come down here. All right, we're getting it, we're getting it. There's our chat. Let's see. Ugh. It's so hard. I wish OBS could zoom in better than it does. Oh, well, we'll pull this corner up there. That looks good. Pull this corner down there. That looks good. Do I want the header? I guess I'll take the header. Let's see how that fits. That fits pretty good. Oh, we can make it a little bigger. Everybody likes it a little bigger. All right, we've got a campaign going right now with BSDM with my home campaign called, well, I call myself BSDM because MCDM is my hero. And that's cool and that's fun. We are maybe halfway through the first episode of The Mummy's Mask. And I found, as I was looking into it, that episode 5 and 6 don't have line of sight. So this is a game prep stream, and that's, yeah, so we don't really have we're unprepared, really, so we're starting from scratch. So I'm going to transition and show you what I just made up for the display, and you'll have to let me know in the chat if this is too tiny, but I got a screen. I'm blessed with a screen, and then I've got a little patch over here for my video control. So if you see me looking over here, I'm trying to check the chat and check the video settings and all that. Oh, users. Cool. I didn't know I could do that. Users in chat. Bam! Nobody. All right, come join me. Come one, come all, come have fun. Let's see what we can do here. So we're going to create a campaign. It's going to be Pathfinder 1, and this is going to be Mummy's Mask LOS creation. because that's all we're doing. We're just creating some things. I don't think I need any of my features or extensions to do this, but I've been tricked before. So we're going to start this out and get it going. Load it up. It's going to load up empty. Brand new campaign. And we're just going to add the LOS, line of sight. One of the best features of Fantasy Grounds desktop tabletop RPG system is that one of the worst things is the loading time on the load screen. So it's a beautiful day. Alexa, lights on. I've been in class, done a training class for my coaching business for the last 3 days. So it's fun to get in here and just play. We need to load some modules. So let's look at the modules. I don't even think I need the core rules. So we're going to look in here, search for mummy. Oh, I'm going to get blocked, aren't I? Oh, nope, good, they have the numbers on there. So 5 and 6 are the ones that lack any line of sight. So we're going to load 5. And we'll just work on 5 first. And that's it. Boom. So we should be able to get that up and going. Let me know if this is too tiny, because it probably is. And library, assets, campaign, images. All right, so how did they categorize us? They just have one category. So that makes it a little bit easier. And do they label things as maps? So 5-pointed sun. That's a map. Let's start there. So we're gonna unlock this, and we're gonna make this big. Love it. And we're gonna make this bigger. Love it. I'm gonna throw this over here to get out of my way. I wonder. Let's try making this fit better for you alls. Let me go like this. Let's see. Does that work? It does. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's windowed already. That's sweet. That's really sweet. So that gives you a whole bunch more real estate. I'll throw the, whoa, throwing something way the wrong way. We'll just make that go almost full screen there, I think. Yeah. I'll throw it, I keep doing that. No, you can't see it anyway because it's not published. Got that over there. Oh, we're gonna need a few more things here. So let's just make it a little narrower. Perfect. And I'm about to switch screens to show you what I'm saying. Oh, what was perfect about. And boom, we'll move this over here. And we'll move this over there too for my maps. Got this map in here. Yeah, you could see that a lot better than before. So, what do you say, Joe? Let's do this map. Kind of want to, oh, we can look at the story along the way. So, ooh, there's some dotted lines and stuff here. So what does that mean? Let's start here. A tomb entrance. Dark opening in the pyramid's base, long tunnel deep into the tomb, cast aside. There's no door there. So A2's got these descriptions. Those look like traps and stuff. Is this a 5-pointed sun? Is this the DM's map? And is there another one? Oh, there is. There's the PC map. So that's really good because now we can make things work a little bit better. I think I'm going to put the DM's map small again. Bam. And we'll be able to pop that up in front. So I'm going to drag it down here on my record links just for access. So that's Five Pointed Sun DM version. And then this one we're going to just maximize in the background. And unlock it so that we can work on the line of sight layers. And get these chats over here. And so we got a lot going on in this area here. But we'll start with this. We're just going to drag and drop a line of sight, rectangular wall, just to keep stuff simple here. We're going to go like this. Oh, what's locked? Let's make a new layer. Export, add folder, add wall layer. There we go, there's our walls. Alright, so from there we're going to draw a wall in a rectangle fashioned wall to contain the line of sight for this area. And then go to edit. There's got to be quick things, so we'll just pull this up here. I love to zoom in and get things just perfect. Middle mouse to move things around. So that's going to contain the space outside of the map for the PCs to hang out in when they get dropped on this map. Wow, I guess that's fine. I was going to comment on the misalignment, but that doesn't matter. It's kind of external. So there's that. We've got an opening. That's what I like to do with openings. Really, is just draw another box. So I'll just draw a box. Actually, this box can go right down this whole hallway. Let's see. Now I want my giant screen again. So this is in our quick bar, so I'll get rid of that. And I like to just go right around things, lots of different directions. So I guess I will make a box like that. That's a beautiful box. And now I can go to select mode, select these guys, get rid of them, select this guy, get rid of that. Oh, we used to be able to get rid of these pieces. How do I do that? There we go. Then I think I can select this guy here. Delete. Delete. Perfect. Oh, that's it, isn't it? I don't even need to be that fancy about it. So I'll come over here, we'll draw a line. Does L switch to line? No. That'd be nice. Alright. Now I'll switch back to pointer mode, select mode. Bam! Delete those. Alright, so we got a nice start here. And sometimes just lines are easier, so I like to just kind of go all around the world. All around the world. Oh, that song's popping in my head. I like to leave a little bit of the line showing, a little bit of the stuff showing, so that it's easy, so that the light goes into the wall a little bit, if you can. Originally, they didn't really have all these DM maps versus player maps, so this is really cool. And I like just to kind of go get some fanciness here, show the roughness of the walls. So we don't have to be real precise about it. It's really just to get the idea across. And I just follow stuff like all the way around the whole map and then fill in the internal gutses. And then just a square end on that. There must be a story about that. I haven't read this module yet. So, it is what it is. Just cram this in here. Last night, they were in, spoiler alert, all this is spoiler alert, just so you know, don't be dumb. We were in the second part of the first module. Oops. And exploring the House of Pentheru. They were heading around in there and they found some little floating heads. They've been fighting floating heads for a bit. And the floating heads tricked them. I was surprised they failed a will save of a 12. And they followed this minor image out into the courtyard. I guess it was more the side yard of the house, and found, I'm doubling up everything because we got a huge party. They found 2 giant centipedes, CR3, and that was more of a challenge than I expected. I don't know why, but when the squishy magic user went running out in front trying to, I guess he was paralyzed. I guess I missed a whole part of the scene last night in our game. He was paralyzed by the Varguils in the previous encounter, so maybe he was just feeling a little left out and wanted to get some cool stuff going there. So in getting that cool stuff going, he ran in. They got 15-foot reach, so he was like going bonkers and just getting bam, 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 bam by both centipedes with attacks of opportunity, and that just kind of ruined his day. Did I switch screens up? I didn't switch screens up. Sorry about that. Here you go. There's our switch screen up. I did all that work laying out the screen for you so you could see really good. And then I didn't. So that's that. I've got line of sight walls going. Super. This door doesn't really do anything, so I'm not going to draw a door there. If I go back to the DM map again. Oh, it's a trap. Well, let's see what A5 looks like for the trap. A false door at the end of the tunnel. Here's a, hey, spoiler alert, there's a trap. The end of the tunnel, as soon as it's open, the section of hallway indicated on the map suddenly drops down to form a 60-degree slope, turning into a polished chute. While the pyramid still stood on its base, all creatures standing on this nearly frictionless surface would immediately be deposited down into a deeper dungeon below the pyramid, or a maze of mummified horrors. But now the chute merely drops victims out of the bottom of the pyramid to fall 500 feet to Wati below. Whoa, this is crazy. 5-pointed sun. I guess they're up in the sky above the city, and they drop. 35 PC check. So I don't know that there's anything to draw on the line of sight for this. Make it look like a door at the end of the hallway. Super. Let's throw a door on it anyway, just because my party likes to hover their mouse around all over the place and stuff, right? And if it looks like a door, acts like a door, smells like a door, then it's a door. So if that looks like a door to the party, that will, yeah. it's there. I think we'll put a little wall behind it because once they open the door, they aren't really going to see anything, but they are going to trigger the trap. So this is going to put a little wall behind it there. That should work gloriously. Now, if we go back here, there's a whole bunch of crap on here. Yeah, so that's why there's clouds and stuff out here, huh? They're up in the air. A2. A message from the thousand times heavens above, pyramid of the sky, hieroglyphs above for a message or the phrase. A character who examines the mural, line of sight trap. This hallway is a particularly dangerous trap, which is triggered as soon as a creature steps in the area indicated by T on a map. Once the trap is triggered, a pair of anti-life shells block off both ends of the corridor, effectively boxing any creatures in the center of the corridor as acid fog spews forth from the mural, filling the corridor. So there's anti-life shells. The acid persists for 17 rounds. The afterlife shells remain for 17 minutes. Although the afterlife shells are visible, they extend upward only about 10 feet. The ceiling, on the other hand, is 20 feet high. As a result, flying or climbing, the characters can escape the acid fog. So since there's nothing to see, I don't think we're going to draw anything for that. We're going to leave it as is. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Please move on. Move on. Nothing to see here. Let's put a object. Walls, ellipse, terrain, little terrain around this guy here. That's not what I wanted. Oh, I got a nasty tickle in my throat. Okay, I got terrain, I got ellipse. What is going on? Whoa, what is that? I don't have anything to suck on. A little granola bar here. So I was on terrain. Oh, I'm on the wrong map, silly. That's hilarious. Oh, sheesh. That's hilarious. Once you're in the right place, it gets a whole lot easier to delete this stuff. The heck? Three dots that won't go away. Backspace, delete. Selection mode. Man, this sucks. Oh, let's try that. Get those and hit the scissors. Remove selected points. Delete points. It's not working. I hate this. There, out of sight, out of mind. So I think that about covers it for this map. Oh, A6. A6. Kind of brings them into the next area of the map. So that's all made out. And that's A6. So like, we need a teleporter or something? Let's see what the story is down here. Look standard. Oh, that coughing fit. How it's killing me. Back to line of sight. What is in the middle of this? Every available space on the walls above this octagonal dome chamber is decorated with a complex hieroglyphs, many of which shimmer and glow and flash with blue light and sparks of electricity. In the center of the room stands a 10-foot tall scale model of a pyramid, its southward face emblazoned with the image of a 5-pointed sun. So we'll make that a terrain feature. Throw in some terrain there. Boink, 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 boink. Whoa. And then we'll make up this room. We'll start with a rectangle wall. Loving it, loving it. Cool. Make a line. Get rid of things. Make a selector. Oh, weird. The line didn't intersect. Something's jacked up. I can't delete points. Alright, I'm going to close this map and try again. And PCs, maximize, maximize, walls. Looks good. Let's get rid of these guys now. Beauty. I can't delete points. Crazy. There, that worked. That worked. That's good. Let's draw some lines here. So I'll go from here to here to here to there to there. So I'm hitting the outside edge of the sketched part so they can enjoy the beautiful artwork of the sketched part, as well as not see outside of where they're supposed to see. Alright, so that's a beautiful room. And we'll throw a little rectangle in here. A rectangle? What's a rectangle? Go outside of the black. I missed it. Outside of the black. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And then we'll do a little rectangle here before we do those doors. the visual effect. And this one is going to be a completely rectangle. Sweet. Get it all on the screen. Rectangle. Beautiful. And the final rectangle. You're wrecked, man! Okay. This is the easy part over here, so we'll just draw a line through there. I don't know what's going on. I probably made a big mistake by drawing all those lines. There we go. Boom, that's what I was looking for. And then we'll just draw some more lines in here. Draw in line of sight. Draw in line of sight. Type in the chat, hi, happy to see you, enjoying this. This is so much fun. Usually I do this like, oh, it's due right now because I need it this week. But this is probably a year out for our campaign. Really excited about it. I bought a whole bunch of stuff in the Fantasy Grounds sale this week. Anybody else do that? So I'm thinking that these connect up somehow because they're both A6. So who knows? All right, so let's see if I can do this line thing better. That's better. That worked better. That worked better. No, it didn't pick up the other stuff. All right. There we go. This is a rectangle. What's a rectangle? It's just broken. All right, get out here in the edge of the black. Get all this in here. Fully enclosured. Sweet, sweet Caroline. Oh, oh, oh. I wish I didn't have such a sore throat right now. Lots of doors, lots of doors. I'm surprised they didn't artsy-fartsy up those doors a little bit better. That looks like a bright light. We might have to put a light there. We might have to put, like, what's the default lighting in this place? Lighting in line of sight. Alright, that looks good. Let's draw a line, dispatch this. And selector, and grab all this. Delete that. Try again. Delete, delete. Oh, really? You're gonna do this to me? And it didn't delete the line. There we go. Well, let's grab this line and just extend it over. It's a pretty good map for doing line of sight on, I must say. Ah, I missed that one. Okay. Not too bad. I like to do the doors secondly, afterly, because they can just help you trim out the walls that you've built on. So if you just use, like I'm doing to remove this part here, the doors help kind of auto do that along the way. So that's handy. Looks like we got a couple of pools in this room. I don't know what we're going to do with that. Let's see how far raised they are, and if we need to add anything special for them. All right. Room description. Do we have this guy? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh yeah, it's right here. And we don't probably need this to be there. Wrong toolbar. Locked. A16. Sarcophagus sits in the middle of this immense chamber. The coffin's lid hovers in the air a few feet above the open sarcophagus. To the north and south sides of the room, fountains lit by softly glowing radiance bubble and churn, sending rippling reflections up along the alabaster tiled walls. What kind of light? Glowing radiance. Fountains lit by softly glowing radiance. Bubble and churn. Lights, 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 lighting. So the lighting presets, none. Bright, dim, darkness. I think that's darkness. Oh, is this it? Ambient lighting. There we go. Toggle it on. Color. Black. Okay. Preview player vision. Enable line of sight. There are no players. I see how it is. Use lights. Enable lighting. There we go. Boom. So let's add some lights in here. Let's disable player vision. Add some lights. Add light. I like kind of a bluish. To the north, it's on softly glowing radiance, bubble and churn, sending rippling reflections up along the tiled walls. I think we'll just throw a couple of lights in there. Okay. Let's test drive that. I thought there were lights. Oh, there's no character in there. Here we go. Lost Bob. Lost Bob. You just need a token. I'll use this one. Isn't that cool? Alright, Lost Bob. Oh, I need all the bells and whistles, don't I? Lost Bob, you shall go on combat tracker. Lost Bob, you shall go on map. Lost Bob, you shall have line of sight. Lost Bob has what? Dark vision? Let's give him a token light. Oh, I don't have any modules loaded. Effects. effects. Let's be bright with you. You got a lantern. Alright. So Lost Bob comes in here and she's... Oh, she's not. Are we in game mode? Yep. There we go. Oh, look at all the stuff I could see. Oh, that blue light just really sucks up the light. That's kind of lame. I think it needs more range. Select lights. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's that's a lot of light. Now let's move her out of the way. You take your light over there. And so they got a lot of light. So let's go back to lights. Pick all those up. So they're going to be on both sides. So if they're 10 foot. Oh, I wish tab worked in here. And 20 foot. That's better. That was 50 foot, 25. That's 12. Okay. Let's add some, oh shoot. In there. Duplicate. Ten, 20, 12, 25. 10. 20. 12. 25. Well, they kind of still have that blueness to them, huh? Let's see. Oh, these don't have blueness, do they? Oh, that's darkness. Darkness off. Boink. Color. Did they say it had a blue light to it? Glowing radiance. Okay. Alright, so what's this guy? fish cut. Get out of there. So I want you to not have your lantern on. Let's do that. Off. Game mode. Move up here. Alright, so she could see that light down there. I think I want more light from that. I don't know. She can't seem to see this light because it's color. It's on darkness. 10, 20, 12, 25. And what's this light got? 12, 25, 10, 20. I guess it's all of them overlapping together. So let's just F, white light. F, white light. F, white light. All right. Well, does it light up the whole room or not? All right, let's do that. And just make them like torchlight. Torch. All right. There's a radiance. No lighting. Go back to walls. There we go. Let's check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Boom. Boom. Looks like there's a bright light down here. Let's check this out. What's down here? A17. Sun shaft. A brilliant shaft of light lances downward through a circular hole in the ceiling at the end of this hallway. Yeah, we need a light there. Uh-oh, can we merge light rows? So, light, lights, lights. daylight. Oh, add light. Bam. All right, what's that look like? It helps with the background colors. Okay, come over here. And her lantern's off. So that is bright. Okay. I like. Very bright. Very bright. Bright as night. Alright, let's go back to walls. I think we got just doors to do up in this section here. So, door. Trim interior occluders. Fancy. Alright, let's put a door here. Rectangle. Boom. They've improved this since I was last in here. That's awesome. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Doors. Boom. Double doors. Boom. Boom. Sweet Caroline. Oh, oh, oh. That's a weird variation. We're gonna have to, oh, that's because of the lighting in the room. Sweet. All right, doorsy, doorsy, doors. A lot to walk around. Okay, you go. Let's get you on a square. Dun 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 dun. Okay, open door. Oh yay, I can go in here. Oh, I can't see. Closed door behind you. Okay, open door. Oh yay. Go go go. Yay. Open door. The sunlight in there. Okay, open door. Open door. I need my lantern. Turn my lantern on. Oh, my lantern. Close door. Open door. Open door. Yay. Close door. Close door. Looking for line of sight leaks. Oh, oh, right. Boom, boom. We go out. Closed door, closed door. No line of sight leaks. Door, door, door. Looks good, no line of sight leaks. Oh, there's some. Yeah, there's some. Oh, good. I should put the Photoshop shortcut keys on those. That's not quite as much better as it used to could. Alright, got those doors. My mouse is like catchy today. I'm like, oh, now it's flowing. I think I was just rubbing against my keyboard maybe. Just get these wall ends done perfectly well. I don't like the looks of that. Remove. Does that work on these strays over here? Remove. Delete. Remove. That doesn't make any sense. Alright. Looks like we got all the doors done that way in this stretch of the map. Sweet. This map looks fun. Come on, Lishka. Oh yeah. Let's go back into game mode. What's going on? Oh, I missed game mode. Let's go back. What was that? Layers mode? Ugh. Layers mode. The heck did I do? I moved all my doors. Whew, that was close. Alright, game mode. Looks good. Line of sight, no leaky. Oh, let's check that out. Cool pyramid. Yeah, that looks good. Got that made in the shade. I'm gonna check something quick here. Oh, sweet. That's really neat. That's so sweet. Sweet Caroline.
The hint was there is a gate and hideout helm that requires 16 medals.
Aren't we live? Oh, I am live. Alright, super. Good. Get 50 followers. I stream 7 days per month. Stream 8 hours per month. Average 3 concurrent viewers per stream. Ah. So many goals. Alright. Let's see what's going on here. Ooh. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Okay. So that line of sight is done. We got lights and walls. Oh, shoot. All these walls. Can you merge? Alright, well, let's put game mode. Layered. Tile. Object. I want these walls on this layer and these lights on this layer. Oh well. Let's get Lishka and put her down here. Ah! Let's see, what does that look like? A square vault made of black stone. So the vault is walled. Anubis, and I rest in eternity. So we're gonna square that up with the wall. I'm gonna get on the right layer. Walls, walls, square walls. I'm gonna put it right in the middle so it works from both directions, inwards and outwards. I missed it. I don't like that. Let's try again. That looks better. Alright, now we're going to put a box here. And now we're going to select some of these and just get rid of them. Oh, can't you add to the selection? Delete all those. Draw a line. Let's delete all those. And try again. Select all those. remove, delete. There we go. All right, now we need a big circle. Nice grid alignment though. Nice grid alignment. That's pretty darn good right there. Let's go. Select, move you into the spot. Move you into the spot. And move you into the gone. Draw some lines. I didn't like how the doors worked last time, but that's not too bad. So remove, should that just, does that remove this dot from the middle of this section? Yes, I like that. Okay. Oof, crazy here. I need an auto tracer. Need some Adobe Illustrator tech in here. Let's draw a box. They're boxy, but they're good. That was the old Volvo commercial or something, huh? And edit. How do I add points? I forget that part. Illusory wall, shadowcaster, toggleable walls, yeah. So, yeah, I guess we just, I'm going to try to stretch out that wall to do all the other stuff I wanted to do, but it didn't go happily the way I wanted it to, so we'll just extend off of there, keep it in the, away from the players, keep it away from the players. My mouse is catching again, move it away from the keyboard, away from the players, away from the players, and all right. I want a keyboard shortcut for this. How do you think I feel? There we go. Got that little room. Is this a rectangle? Kinda. These are rectangles. There's got to be something secret going on over here. Make sure I'm on the right layer. One wall. Two walls. Put a circle in here. Let's grab some points and get rid of them. Let's add some more walls. So this is a sloppy cavern, so sloppy LOS is just fine because it's just a sloppy cavern. Gives it kind of more of that natural appearance to it. I'm excited. This is going to be a fun part of the adventure, though, you know? It's going to be way far out, you dudes. My dudes. Yeah. So, after they did all that, they had these two little dudes following the party. Like after they followed them, the dudes led the party down to the trap with the centipedes, right? And then the centipedes almost killed the magic user. The barbarian ran forward, grabbed him, and hucked him back, which was great. Great, well role played and everything. And then they went back upstairs to the room where they got distracted because the floaty guys, so they wanted to check out the treasure. They had a dresser with false drawers on the front, but there was like no opening until you move the whole dresser out of the way and find the thing behind it. All right, let's see here. We need to read that room down there. No, we already did the sun shaft. What line of sight stuff do we want for this? Statues. Each statue is a figure. The clay wall to the east can be smashed through with relative ease to reach the treasure hidden in the alcove beyond. So the eastern wall. So we're going to get rid of this wall altogether here. The eastern wall doesn't belong. You don't belong here. In his hands he's got the whole world. In his hands he's got the whole world. In his hands he's got the whole world. So we're going to move this here to there to merge those two up. Move this to there to merge those two up. And then we're going to select that and do remove selected points, right? No! Why did it do that? I'm going to move this and move it up just a little bit there. And draw a line from here to there. And I'm not going to do that on the other side. And then we need a toggleable wall. So I'll put this wall kind of in the same vicinity that we do that stuff. Oh, it's toggleable, so I'm going to need better dimensions for it. And let's Control Z. Let's make a rectangle toggleable wall. And come to think of it, it might be nice to be able to break it in 5-foot sections. Yeah, let's do that. You know? Let's do that. Let's see, you could bust this part of it. Right? You could bust this part of it, right? You could bust this part of it. Does the whole thing come down? But the inner wall is... That's not the right description. That's not the right description. Can smash through to reach the treasure, the large hieroglyph. Well, that's going to be hard to find. They don't even have a search DC for it. That's funny. But I like doing it this way. Let's do this some more. So you could bust out a 5-foot section of wall pretty easy. Perfect. Bust this out. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, come on. Let's grab this. There we go. Perfect. So there's a toggleable wall. They can bust out any 5-foot section if they want. Let's put a door in here. Remember, when you draw the doors, you got to put the little side walls in it. And then walls, walls. There we go. So this detail doesn't matter because when they walk through, you don't mind them seeing a little bit of the edging and stuff there. Let's clean it up a little bit though. Okay. Like the looks of that. Like the looks of that. Let's get these two doors built. Build door. Build door. Build door. Alright, build door. Don't like that one. A little too high. There we go. Beautiful. And then the wall occluders. Boom. 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 All right. These are crazy, weird maps, eh? All right, ready, Lishka? Let's take a look around. Here we go. Lishka's going. Come on. Oh, look at this. What a weird place. Oh, look, it's a sarcophagus. Yay, let's go down here. Oh, no, it's a door. Let's try open door. Oh, good. I got my lantern. I can see really good. Do, 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 do. Yeah, see how those... Let's go to player vision. See how... That's a good way to have those walls just appear. Meow. Oh, did you... Let's go do this door. Okay, go check out this room. Oh, yay, look at that. Close these doors. Close door. Close door. Close door. Go over here. Ooh, long, scary hallway. Alright. Oh, look, door. Oh, statue. Oh, let's do something on that statue. A little bit of circle terrain. Tiny little circle terrain. I don't like it, but it's true. It's true. This one pulled in fine. What was wrong with that other one? That was weird. Circle terrain. Go back to player mode. Oh, open door. Oh, yay, go in here. Fun. Oh, squares. Do, 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 do. Ah. That's interesting. That's kind of a little bit of a giveaway. Let's see. Oh, I busted through wall. That stuff is not lined up with the squares. Did my grid get shifted? I don't know. Okay. So that does that. Enable, disable preview vision. Now we got one more section to do right over here. That's crazy. Shift freedom. There we go. All right, we're going to take a little break here. And I'll be back in just a minute. All right, coming back. Gonna join you. Here we go. Last section of map 1. Get the camera back on. Here we go. So what is going on here? What are all these things in this room? Go over here to the GM map. Decorated with trappings of a stable, drifts of straw cover the floor, the remains of broken wooden gates and fencing amid the ruins. The bulk of the rubble are strewn, appear to be fragments of what were once set of incredibly lifelike statues of men and women. This is interesting. And then I talk too much. Oh, it's when I read fast or something. I did some breath work in our training last week, and maybe that is part of it. Audio output capture. Huh. Oh, yeah, that's for the gaming. Got it. So the stable doesn't seem like much. These little rooms are funny. It doesn't say anything about these doors and stuff, huh? Whoa. The tunnel takes 1d4 plus 1 rounds to shift and reorient to a new level. Some kind of elevator or thing. That's kind of fun. Looks like fun. All right, let's get some walls. Get our wall layer here. I wonder what happens if we get rid of all the walls. So if we turn off these walls, that's all those doors. That's weird. Turn off those walls. How do you merge layers in Fantasy Grounds? Can you merge layers? Merge layer. Export, duplicate, folder, FX, add wall, add painting layer. I don't see how. Let's go here. Go to the layers module. I already did this. Layer selection. Tile. Alright. Well, let's go here and put some walls in this space. Make sure we're on the real walls layer. And we'll just throw a wall in here. The grid's just not lined up. Did I move the map? It's locked. Did I move the grid? I don't think so. Where'd my walls go? Oh, I didn't draw them. Tricked myself. There we go. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. This is fair. This is jacked. Now it's fair. Those are weird rooms. This is fair. And this is... Oh, my mouse has been... It's my keyboard again. I love this ball thumb mouse. But the base slides. I wonder what the lighting is in this space. Alright, I don't see much about light on that. We're done. Let's finish this part out here. Draw a line. Get some occluders or points. Grab the points. Remove the points. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But who's complaining? They haven't been working on this as long as Photoshop has, so it's no Photoshop, but it's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good, I tell you. Get these line of sight going. The less occluders, the smaller the data file. Not occluders. Not occluders, I call them occluders. Points on the occlusion line, occlusion wall. All right. Doors. Doors, doors, doors. Squares, doors. It's too quiet. It's too quiet. Let's go here. There's door. There's a door. There's Miss Mouse. Miss Mouse! Reminds me of Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse's mom must have been Miss Mouse. All right. I think there's one more door over here, right? All right, now we got to put in the little side occluders so we don't lose our LOS. Don't want a leaky LOS. No leaky. Snapping is better. I heard my friend Scarlet Watch is not doing so well. So, pray for him. And what he's figuring out, what he's doing. Having a midlife crisis because he's so young and spry. So, check in with Scarlet Watch. Where are we at in the thing? I don't want to move that. 133, so I can snapshot this and give it over to him. Scarlet Watch. 133. He's a good egg. Ran a good show for a while. Great storyteller. Just a genuine kind guy, really. All right, now is the tricky part. Oh, we got to test this layer out. Let's go to game mode. Oh, look at this room. It's so beautiful. Da, 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 da. I'm going to open this door and go in here. And open this door and go in here. No leaks. No whammies, no whammies. Oh, I'm going to go up this way. No way. Oh, I'm stuck. I haven't used the portals. But it sounds pretty cool. Maybe I get stuff done, I'll play with that. Oh, I missed the door. Come on, I lost my character. Lishka! Come on, Lishka! Hey, go play in the water! I wonder if we should put water in. There's not really water, it's just like, yeah. Alright, we have one map done. Dun 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 dun. A 5-pointed sun PC. So, is it right click? Alright, so how do we export this stuff? Oh, there, that's right, it's down there. Export image to file. Oh, that's the image. Cancel. I want to export the LOS and the lights. All right, let me see what I can do with the left third, right third, center third. Oh yeah, center third. So let's put this up in center third. Center third. All right. So let's see. Fantasy Grounds. Export. LOS. So I'm exporting this to send to Fantasy Grounds. Impromptu mapping. If you need to export line of sight metadata separately, this can be accomplished via right-clicking on any layer in the image panel of an unlocked image record and selecting export metadata on the radial menu option. That doesn't seem to be working. Because it's locked. It's unlocked. Let's check out this video.
Hello, my name is Doug Davis from SmiteWorks. Today I'm going to show you how to add your own lighting definitions along with line of sight, and then to export that as an XML file that you could then share with our community to update our. You will right click on that, and there's a new option now that says export metadata. I click on export metadata, and this is off screen here, and it basically will metadata. I click on export metadata. You will right click on that, and there's a new option now that says export metadata. I click on export metadata, and this is off screen here, and it basically will show you. Let me shrink that over a bit. There we go. So basically, I'm just going to put it in my documents, just in an XML data file, and it will make this file here called player map wormheartmine s1.xml. It'll always be the same name as whatever the image is, and then it just adds the .xml on the end. We will be able to take that file, if you upload it to our forums and attach it as an attachment, we will be able to take that file, put it in with our actual side by side with the actual image itself, and then when we push out that update, as soon as you guys use the map, you'll automatically get, everybody in the community will get that updated version. So if you check with Zacchaeus helps kind of us process this from our community source project, and that helps us go through our back catalog. So thanks a lot for any help you can do. Send us these XML files, and we will get them loaded in, and together we can kind of plow through a lot of our back catalog, add some great lighting features.
Create a new blank campaign. Open your FG module, the FG campaign. Go to Library Assets, Images, locate the folder module, leave the Assets window open. Open your images from the sidebar, leave the images list open. And draw a map. Drag the map image asset that needs line of sight into the campaign's images folder. This will create a new image record in the FGO campaign for the asset. Unlock the image and set the following. Set the grid size and grid if necessary. This is important if graphics don't have a line of sight data, since it uses that set. This will be set by default. Define all LOS referring to the line of sight style guide. Open a new tab. Save the XML, but with the XML extension. So I think the first step I missed was images and maps, assets, images. Open your images and maps campaign list from the sidebar. Leave the images list open. Drag the map that needs LOS to the campaign images folder. That'll create a new record. Alrighty then, let's see how we can do that. So assets. Okay, so there's assets, and here's images. Let's make a new maps. New line of sight. Okay, so I'll put this in my new line of sight. Okay. Great. I have to do all that over again. There's got to be a way to bring it in. I guess that's a map. No. That's a mess. Alright, so now I've got them all. Now I'm going to open the sun. I'm going to select everything in this one. No. Well, well, well. We just spent an hour and 45 minutes doing that. And don't like it so much. Oh, I wonder. Well, let's try this again. So this one needs line of sight. Ooh, that's messy. But It needs it. I wonder if there's a way to export off a map that I wasn't supposed to draw it on. Okay. Looks like I can export this one once we get her done. I don't know what's going on with that ball in the middle there. We probably need to make that into a terrain item. Go, 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 Gadget. Almost there. Whoo. Right. Sometimes I don't like it when there's a container around it like that. Around the entryway or the external part. But seems fitting this time. I don't mind this here being quick and dirty because it's just the outside. Look at the outside wall. Give it a little structure and texture. Something to look at. And as you get inside, being a little closer and tighter with your line of sight. I don't know about these tunnels under tunnels. That's kind of challenging. There we go. Oh, could have done some squares here, but to what it is. So just give them a little extra interior edge so they can see the artwork, the background, the base map. Zippin', clickin', clickety-doo-dah, clickety-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine coming my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. It's a fact, it's actual, everything is satisfactual. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feelings, wonderful day. What's this? These seem like breakaway walls. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. I'm zipping lines all over the place. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feelings, a wonderful day. Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. It's a fact, it's actual, everything is satisfactual. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. So you'll find as you come around, you'll come back to where you began. Yippee! Now this room is very interesting. So it's map C. Well, that's interesting. Looks like that's a fake room too. Big trap there. C1 trap. The southern portion of this hallway is warded by a deadly trap that activates after a 1-round delay. 10 feet into the hallway, at this point, the beams of light lance out of the wall, slicing and cutting and functioning as a blade barrier spell, filling the entire hallway over 50 feet. The characters are adjacent to the square. Burn, baby, burn. C2. What's C2? The walls of this rectangular have been rounded off to create smooth corners. A 10-foot diameter, 1-foot high stone disc rim decorated with hieroglyphs at its center. So it's only 1 foot high, so it shouldn't block any line of sight. A cylindrical hallway exits the chamber to the north. The walls of this hallway are incredibly smooth and lit with rings of light every 10 feet. Well, at the end of the hall, the final section of the hall is lined with what appears to be copper plating. This is like a science center from the modern days. Like one of those accelerators. It's hidden by a illusory wall. Let's do that. Illusory wall. I love the name they use for it. Illusionary wall. There it is. Illusory wall. Hiding a room pretty steadily. But not too hard. Not too hard for the players to discern that it's not really a wall. Are you serious? It's already 5 o'clock? Holy cow. No wonder I'm getting the munchies. It was kind of fun. Kind of fun. Kind of annoying that I did that one layer all the way. But look at this. The next one's got a bunch of traps. How do they get from... Yeah, how do they get from the boxy ones to the catacomby ones? Maybe it says so in this description. The passageway opens into a large, low cathedral-like space with ceiling drops on to these 10 foot. Open pits. Yeah, open pits. With illusory walls over them. Traps for C4. Well, let's add a grid. That's not it. No, it's not too bad. There we go. Not the greatest in the world, but pretty good. Whoa, I ate that so fast. Holy cow. Alright, let's try this out. There's a trap. There's a trap. Here's a trap. And here's a trap. All right. Where's Lishka? Here she comes. Oh. All right. All right. C1, you gotta have information about this. This is... I don't know how people cross over from the upper map to the lower map. I'm thinking it's C4, but it doesn't really say that. C3 doesn't look like it. C1, I gotta check that out again. Yeah, it's just light. It's a light trap. Lacerating light. I hate to draw out all this stuff, but somebody's got to get there, right? I still don't understand. This chamber is built above a larger cavern, 50 feet below. I guess if you fall through these traps, you fall 50 feet. Set here to prevent intruders from reaching the lower levels of the Tekramenet. Tekramenet 5A. They're all 5A. Are they all the same? Green Fire Caverns. Eat the green lichen. I'm tired. I feel like it was a waste of time getting in here and doing this. So what's the real thing? C. It doesn't even have story anymore. There it is. The bulk of the remainder of this adventure provides details on 4 complexes found within the slave trenches. The order in which the PCs explore these is up to them, but it's most likely they have logic. But the most likely and most logical one is the order in which the 4 areas are presented below. The encounters within these complexes are more difficult than those earlier, but if PCs need to retreat, rest, and regroup and return, they should face no significant reinforcements in these areas. No significant reinforcements in these areas. For most part, the dungeons of the slave trenches have finite number of guardians and protectors, with little in the way of active maintenance. The major exception to this generality is that the Shaitan Tefnaju, an ageless entity who comes closer to the role of custodian. Other than the denizen of the trenches, the Tefnaju bastion is detailed at the end of this adventure. But you should make sure to be familiar with the Shaitan and his goals and interests before the PCs get this far into the exploration of the slave trenches. So we got the Lantern Vault. Let's see more about the Lantern Vault. This is going to explain how the stuff works. The upper and lower map. The vault is originally constructed relatively linear gauntlet of traps and dangers meant to vex and slay intruders while giving those who knew the secrets of navigating the vault quickly access to the chamber of great value. The chamber found at the end of the Tekramenet holds the magical lantern that is the source of the vault's name. When this lantern is returned to Area C2 and set in its proper place, it activates the slave trenches and allows the 11 Secrepheres to become activated. Although this latter activation must be performed in the second vault, the Acumenment it benefits its name. As it befits its name, the Lantern Vault is well lit throughout its entire length. Even in its natural cavern sublevel, the lighting is provided by numerous continual flame spells cast upon the archway stones and cartouches of Hakotep's name carved into the ceilings and chambers. Ironically, the entrance to the Lantern Vault is constantly shrouded in darkness. Entrance to the Lantern Vault. C1, I guess. This 10-foot square archway yawns in the side of the trench wall at Area C. 10 feet off the ground, the magical darkness that fills that archway functions as a permanent deeper darkness, but it does not extend beyond the archway. It merely serves as an aesthetic boundary between the outer world and the vault within. The average ceiling heights within the Tekramenet is 10 feet. The hallway is pitched downward at a slight but noticeable slope as they wind towards C6. Okay. The Lantern Vault. The Lightning Light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the ones I've already been looking at, right? C6. C6. Yep, so that's the one I already have. So I don't quite have the flow from the top layer to the bottom layer. C2, so I've got to take a lantern to C2 and make stuff happen. Activates the slave trenches and allows the 11 things to become activated. The Great Receptacle, the Treasure Vault, C4, C5, C6, F, the Monument Vault. Well, I guess it doesn't stop me from mapping it out, but I'd like to see what I'm doing, you know? I just don't know how to map it out. how you get into it. That grid is really bright. This isn't even going to be easy to move around in, you know? Don't you know? Don't you know? Wrong kind. Clicking. Here we go. We're clicking. This is going to be really hard to navigate. So that's why I'm doing it kind of this way, is to leave some room where navigation is possible. And yet there is an essence of line of sight still functional. Don't you know? All dungeons match a grid system perfectly. No, that's not realistic. But it's a game, right? So we gotta... And round and round we go, putting in line of sight where nobody knows. Line of sight, can you see the line of sight? Where does it go, where does it go? Don't you know, don't you know? Line of sight, where are you? I can't see you. Got eyes to see and ears to hear. And hear this good news. Christ is born in Bethlehem this day. Okay, not today. Christ the Lord is risen today. Hallelujah. Sons of men and angels say, Hallelujah. Da 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 Reminds me of the Pink Panther. Dead ant. I don't know what that joke was. Dead ant. Dead ant. I don't even know why I watched the show. It wasn't the best cartoon ever. Pedantic. Oh, this is silly. This is gonna do the same thing and loop around itself. So I don't know how to do that. It's kind of like I want to put the teleporter in, but this is just line of sight. It's not portals or things like that. It's almost like a good theater of the mind section in general. I feel wasteful just building this out. Maybe that's why they skipped it, or they didn't get to it yet. Getting warm. Getting warm. Dun 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 dun. After this island, I need to check my mouse. I think it's gummed up with gum. I guess it would be finger flesh coming off of my thumb. Yep. Come on. No, don't click something stupid. Get some light on the subject here. All right, that should work. Okay, undo that. Pop. Pop goes the weasel. Why aren't you snapping? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's gonna be a tight fit to get you in there. All right. Oh, one more. Drawn lines, drawn lines. Do 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 do. All right, that one's sealed up. And then are these are like not even worth drawing. I get the point, but we don't need the point. Alright, so what do we do in C6? Let's get rid of this error window. Glowing golden ink with a polished blue sapphire inset center rests atop a circular dais of black stone in the middle of this room. A square podium made from the same black stone and level in height with the ink stands just north of the dais. A long-legged chest made of golden wood sits against the south wall atop a low stone slab. The top of the chest is carved with the image of a winged scarab. The ceiling above is hidden by a brilliant glow. The ceiling above is hidden by a brilliant glow. I think we're in pretty good shape on this one. Oh, crap. I just drew all those lines on this layer. Can I move line of sight between layers? Do not move the image around. Define all the duplicate layer at the same image, but you should see the LOS indicator. Then you can delete the old layer that doesn't have LOS and re-export. What to do, what to do. I keep doing this over and over and over and over. So let's see if I can try and grab these guys. I don't know. Doesn't seem very happy. Let's see what happens if I export this. No! Now I can't export it again? Oh man. Oh man. Alright, let's see what Zacchaeus has to say. Oh, that brings another song to mind. I'm sure he doesn't want to hear it. Zacchaeus. Yeah. I'm surprised he was green, but I guess it's the weekend. They need more customer support on the weekend because all the stuffsies. Developers channel. Oh, now he's asleep. Funny. Alright, so we'll put it into Zacchaeus directly, and we'll put it in the FG support tab. See if we get some answers. I guess it doesn't hurt too bad if I do it for just myself, but I was like, I don't want to do it for just me. I want to help the whole world. If you get what I'm talking about. Streamer mode is enabled. Interesting. Huh. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. Alright, let's go back to the map. So this is the one that I did properly. And this one looks simple enough. So if I add a layer, can I export it? No. That's a weird map, huh? Is that the PC one? Yeah. What's that mean? All right, F. We need the GMap. Jiminy Cricket. What's going on here? Yeah, it looks like it can be interpreted when the disaster strikes from the trap. Throw that over there, get that out of the way. And I guess we'll draw a wall. Go to this mode. Now can I export? No. Draw a wall. Shabam. Draw a wall. Yeah, so now I think I'm thwarted. This is my third time through here. Alright, I'm gonna quit. This is not what I signed up for. Hopefully it's just a bug or something. That's doing the JPEG. I don't want the JPEG. I want the... Okay. Oh, there's an easier way to get to ping mode. This one's so hard to get to. Now can you export walls? Nope. I don't know what I've done. I don't know. Alrighty. I think we're gonna call it quits because it's just not working. You be blessed. Mess up your chat. Stop streaming. Stop recording.